Hey nerds! It's Geeks of Cascadia. Geeks of Cascadia. Geeks of Cascadia. Exclusive tabletop game podcast for the Pacific Northwest. All levels of gamers. Analog gaming. Tabletop news. Dungeons and Dragons and magic. Stupid, mindless banter.
There will definitely be some. That's probably our best. That's our best feature.
You are listening to the Geeks of Cascadia podcast, featuring Steve Hobbs, Paul Anderson, and Joe Costa.
Geeks, it is Geeks of Cascadia, episode 24.
24, that's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I'm your host, Blue Samurai, and with me is...
I'm Doug.
Kelly. Rebecca.
Still Paul.
And we are here, your podcast to cons, tabletop gaming, developers, whatever that sign says down there, game reviews, all that kind of stuff.
So you're telling me you haven't memorized it yet?
What? Anyway, the other thing I want to mention is that Joe's not here. Sorry, Joe.
Shame
This
on
time
you.
of year is really tough
It
to
is
get
tough for
everyone
him.
to sync together.
Busy. I got a job. We all got jobs. We're the podcast money is not what it seems to be. We thought we'd get tons of podcast money.
I think we're going too long.
Really?
We're
Okay.
good.
No, we're doing fine. All right.
Okay.
What's going on,
Sounds
Paul?
good.
What's going on?
On this episode.
We have our good friend Lynne Hardy. She has a relatively new job where she works for Chaosium, and she's an editor at Call of Cthulhu. And
In England.
In England.
That's
Well,
right.
She does come to OrcaCon every year.
And she talks to us.
She talks to us.
She's our
awesome.
friend.
She's
We know
awesome.
her
In
first
English.
name.
Yeah.
Yes,
She's
in
also,
English.
She's also
Yes.
the author of
Do we know how many people talk
Cakes
this
and
game?
Sword Sticks. And she's written up many other RPG stuff.
She goes to OrcaCon all the time,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. She runs some
All
stuff.
3 of them.
That's right.
Yes.
3 of them. And they're
We've
doing
been
great.
to all
We
three
had
of them,
1,200.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
OrcaCon was great. We
It
had
was
1,200
great.
people.
Yeah.
That was
Good
fantastic.
deal.
Yeah.
So any con news? I don't think we have any con news except for one, right?
That one you know about.
Yeah, Atlantis Econ, where we did an interview.
Yeah.
You might have heard it
was-
if you went online.
It was going to be in
Not
Victoria
happening.
in March.
Yeah, not
It's not.
happening.
Yeah,
It's
too bad.
canceled.
That's
It's very
too bad.
sad. Yeah. Hate it when we
this weekend.
don't like it when it's
RadCon is this weekend.
Yeah.
It is,
In
except
the
so when
Tri-Cities.
except when they listen to this. it'll
Wasn't
be over.
RadCon great?
It was awesome. It was great.
Yeah, it was.
RadCon.
Yeah.
Did you visit our table?
Yes, you were there.
That's right.
Oh, dating episodes.
So what have
Who
you?
else is coming up?
So what are you guys doing? What have you guys done? Well, you guys got cons, right? Or you do things, or
That's what Kelly's trying to.
We're at RadCon.
We're at RadCon right now.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else.
Oh,
That's
wow.
pretty
I know
much
there's
it.
another con coming up. I just can't remember what it is.
How was your trip to
Northwest
RadCon?
Con.
Northwest Con is coming up.
It is.
In
April.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Easter weekend.
We
Oh no, it's
That's-
end of March.
It's not
Well,
Easter
that-
weekend anymore.
that's Easter.
No, that's Easter weekend.
Oh, okay.
It's end
Yeah.
of March.
It moves. It's a moving target.
yes. And if you want to hear about that, that's on our previous podcast, I think.
Yes.
It's episode 23
I
or
think
22.
so. I don't
Anyway.
know.
We already played
You
that
guys
we
figured
one.
out.
Yeah.
It's probably in the title somewhere.
Yeah, just go onto iTunes and see which one's
That's
the
right.
right.
Well, we got a great episode today. So obviously, you talked about Lynne Hardy. We also do Geeks Tabletop Game Review,
That sounds fun.
where we talk about Xanathar's Guide.
That sounds great. And it looks like this.
That's right. And
One
you,
of them looks like that.
and you
One
can
of them.
hear
This one looks like this.
you can hear the highlights, the lows and the highs of Xanathar's
He's really
Guide.
pissed about the samurai stuff.
I am mad about the samurai, and
The
of course,
samurai
you'll
and the
hear
tables.
Doug and I have this debate about the
Don't give too
samurai.
much away. They'll
Yeah,
don't listen
yeah.
to the podcast.
I'm not gonna give it all
Who's
away.
gonna faster
I mean, you'll find.
forward?
Well, you'll
There
find
was
out that
one
I'm
chest
right
full
and
of
Doug's
items.
wrong.
Read the book and all. It's here for
It's great
peanut
fun.
gallery.
We're gonna do. I think we're gonna do more of those.
I'm a purist.
Are you?
Base PHP, it's all you ever need.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
When are we gonna do Starfinder?
Why
I
do you
will
keep
get back to you
asking?
on that.
Did you said you were gonna?
No,
run us through?
you said.
Yeah,
You
but
guys-
then
you
you
guys want to do it
agreed.
next week?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I think we need to wait until after
Time. Yes.
things finish
After
up.
March.
All
Early
right.
March. Late March.
I will talk to our person about it.
Okay. You got a person?
Yeah, we have a customer. She does.
I'm glad you have a name.
Yeah, we have
Hey,
Plus has a
customer.
customer.
We have customers equal to the number of people that talk
Oh,
to Steve.
by the way,
Yeah.
we're at Games Plus in Lake Stevens, Washington.
Oh, yes.
Great little shop.
Thank you.
No, but she does most of the organized play around the area for ISO.
She works
Oh.
for Pathfinder Society.
Oh,
Yes.
well, we need to
Cool.
interview her then.
Sure.
That's awesome.
I will set it up maybe.
Why haven't
Okay.
you done that beforehand?
I don't
You
know.
work for the podcast.
All right.
You cash your
Do I
check.
get a
though.
paycheck?
I'll give you a raise. How about
All right,
that?
thank you.
All right,
From
Start.
done.
So,
.00 to .005.
Done. You can have those. So what else we
But
got
we will
going
set
on?
that up.
Did you guys do anything geeky? Anything geeky going on?
I saw Black Panther the other day.
You actually saw it?
I
No
saw
spoilers.
And?
it. It was good.
was the best ever, like people are saying?
Um,
I think it's
I
on
will
par with most of
say-
the Marvel movies. They've been
Yes.
really well done ramping up to Infinity War.
some of the fight scenes seemed clunky, but they
Okay.
worked.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the action was happening too fast for you to focus on
Yeah, yeah.
what happened. But it happens a little bit because some of it is mostly CGI,
Okay.
but some of it isn't. So getting the mix between that. But I enjoyed it. The only thing I have to say is the part 3 or the third act, it gets kind of weird.
Okay.
Okay.
I
It,
recently.
Isn't that like
it,
an
it
ancient
ramps up
alien
kind of a little
situation or
bit too
something?
much with what happens in it.
Okay.
What about end credits?
Is there
End
any
credit
difference?
scenes were good. Stanley cameo was great.
Good.
Always have to talk about the Stanley cameo.
I
Now
don't know
with
how many more of those we're gonna get.
now with the
He's filmed like 8
I know.
Oh.
ahead of time.
Okay.
now
Wow.
with Disney buying, is it Fox or everything?
21st Century
Yeah.
Fox.
So getting
20th
all
Century
all
Fox.
that IP back. Was there
I
any
don't-
reference to the X-Men in this thing?
I don't think it's gone through all
I don't want to know if there is.
Because I think Comcast was going to put in
You don't
a
have to
bid
give me the
still.
details. I just
I
need to
don't
know
want to
yes
know
or
anything.
no.
I like to know nothing, by the way. I hate spoilers at all.
We'll see.
Right. Wait, what are you doing, Doug?
He's taking his
Yes,
pay
he
raise.
does.
Oh,
This is good.
right. There we go. That's how
It
we
does smell
get
like
paid
pickled
in
asparagus.
we get paid in candy. All right. So with that, should we? What are we gonna do first?
Let's go into Geeks Tabletop Game Review.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do that.
Sounds good.
Let's
See you in a
listen.
minute.
Hello, and welcome
Hi guys!
to
Hello.
Geeks Tabletop Game Review.
Yay!
We are all gathered here. I am Doug, as
We're
always.
gathered here together today to discuss book page 35 of the book. Sorry.
And I am joined by.
Kelly,
Hi,
why are
Kelly.
you all pointing at me?
Because
So
he
we're
did-
going around
yes.
the table
I think
introducing
it's
ourselves.
still better if somebody
Going
introduces
clockwise.
everybody.
Okay.
But that's just me.
That's Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Rebecca.
Oh, that's right, we're recording.
Yeah,
we're
recording.
on
We
camera.
are recording,
We're on
but
the TV
we
now.
really have to speak into this
Speaking
thing.
of this thing
I'm
too,
Rebecca.
I'm still
Yeah.
Paul.
And I'm Blue Samurai.
Steve.
What are we talking about on this Geeks Tabletop Game
Yeah,
Review
you
segment?
brought us all here. What are we doing?
Today we're talking about Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Ooh,
Wonders at Vegas.
yay! It came out in November.
Yes.
None of us
It
have a
did.
special
We're a little
copy.
late.
We're very timely.
We're a little late,
None
No
of
one
us-
decided
good.
to splurge for it.
but we got stuff to say. And,
You're on camera.
and of course,
Ooh, we got goodies
Yes,
from
we got
some of our
goodies.
customers.
And-
Thank you, Kyle.
and
you,
even though
Kyle.
we
Pickled
all brought
asparagus.
Xanathar's
Oh,
guide.
it's just candy.
Oh, you got a Sword Coast Adventures guide. That doesn't help
Like
us
to point
none.
out the tabs, mine,
You have the tabs.
tabs.
So, Doug, what's
Yes.
going on, man? Let's kick this off.
All right, so lead designed by Jeremy Crawford and Mike Morose. They do most of the lead design from their source books and everything. Pretty good this time around, I will say so myself. It has artwork from Jason Rainville on the regular
Love
cover.
it. I love it. This is good.
That one's pretty good.
Did you know
I've
that
got-
Xanathar is a beholder?
Yes.
What?
Thank you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then the alternate cover, which sadly none of us decided to get,
That's
is
pretty
by.
cool.
Yeah,
It's really
it's-
cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's Hydro 74. If you get a chance to find it online and
Good luck.
compare it, you can compare it to the rest of his portfolio on his website. It is kind of the same style of stuff that he does.
It's
so.
kind of like as if Picasso decided to paint a beholder.
Well, we were talking about this earlier. Yeah, it's like that, but it's also kind of minimalist.
I think it's a little Alphonse Mucha-esque.
Wow.
See,
That's good.
I
That's
look
a
at it
deep
and I
dive.
feel
I don't
like
even
the
know
Doctor
I
Who
don't know
artwork,
what
that's
it
just
is.
me. Like the Doctor Who style artwork and stuff, where there's
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
clocks
It's like
everywhere.
it's Gallifrey and Mucha.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I mean, overall,
a
I
sentence will never be said again.
I will say this. I like the book. And I know during,
No, the book is it's a buy.
yeah, and I know in this review we're going to say some bad things, and we're going to say some good things, but overall it was very good and very helpful.
Wizards can take it.
Bo says, yes, they can. I know, the 40 people are going to be turned on or turned off by this review. So overall, what'd you guys think?
I liked it. The new class changes are really nice. Not really
Yeah.
changes, but subclasses.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
So
I-
archetypes.
I like the attempt to make it not quite a player's handbook. There's little excerpts from Xanathar, as well as just little tiny things that make it not quite a player's handbook.
Yeah.
Almost like the Beholder was the one studying rather than the monster manuals where it was a player studying.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's basically how it's introduced in the book, is where he's talks about who Xanathar is and what he's actually doing beneath the
The
city of
disclaimer.
Waterdeep. The disclaimer is pretty nice.
It's great.
Mhm.
It's great.
All of the disclaimers in all of their books are really nice.
Yeah.
I like the rock one in the monster manual, talking about the rock like a bird or a rock.
I haven't
like
read that
a
one
rock.
yet.
Yeah, it's
The
good.
normal player's handbook is actually pretty, is the new disclaimer. Read the disclaimer.
No goldfish were harmed in the making of this book, especially not Silgar. Silgar definitely did not die because we forgot to change his water. If you see Xanathar, make sure it knows that. Be perfectly clear, Silgar was not harmed, and we had nothing to do with it. Better yet, don't bring it up, and don't mention it.
Well, overall, I did like it. There were some downsides, so I gotta put a little
Okay.
negativity on this.
Let's start with
And first of
Okay,
all,
let's start
Jeremy
with cons.
Crawford, if you're listening or watching, you're probably not, but if you were,
We will
love you, man.
We will tweet this at
Yeah.
him so he hears
I
it.
love you, man. This is great. Just some things that I actually talked to Jeremy Crawford about.
Did you break the game
And
already?
no, I did not
Okay.
break the game. I did not break the game. Game is never broken. It's a perfect game. But the samurai. Okay, the Unearthed Arcana version I
Of course
felt
it'd be the
was
samurai.
the awesome version.
uh-huh.
And I just felt, and I get where Jeremy Crawford was saying, he felt the Unearthed Arcana one was a little too powerful, but so they weakened a few things, but I think it was kind of lame. I think they went a little too
I
far
think they went a
on the
little too
other
far
way.
as well. I playing with you, I think he's pretty powerful. Yeah, that's
But-
a hitting machine.
So the
Send her home.
the fighting spirit part,
Yeah.
which is not in the new version, basically in this version, in the original Unearthed Arcana, there was this. It's called fighting spirit.
Uh-huh.
And fighting spirit kind of allowed you to have resistance to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning.
Yeah.
I like that. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
This one only gives you like temporary hit points. Like,
Uh-huh.
early on, like 5 hit points. That's like a kobold just punching you.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's done. You're
Uh-huh.
done.
That's you accidentally falling into a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, basically. Why? I mean, that's like, why can't I have something awesome like a rage ability like my barbarian friend here?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Oh man, they expanded.
Take a level in barbarians then.
Sure.
No, I want to be a samurai.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just be a barbaric samurai.
The-
Level 1.
The good
you
part,
get rage.
the best part is the only real rule is the DM makes the rules.
That
And the
is-
GM
yeah,
is
that's
letting
cool.
you keep the Unearthed Arcana.
That's true.
Like I roll a warlock and I have the Kiss of Mephistopheles, so I can throw a fireball,
Mhm.
which isn't a warlock spell, if I hit them with my Eldritch Blast first. And so he let me keep that. And so that's
Right.
because that's the only spell I
And
can
it
throw.
is true that that your DM has the ultimate say, and of course I'm glad he's keeping the rules that we did in Unearthed Arcana. There are other things in the book that I really liked. I like the Arcane Archer,
Oh.
really awesome. Look, I'd love to play it. But the one I'm really looking forward is the Divine Soul, where you're a sorcerer, but you can also cast cleric-like spells. And I
Okay.
think that's pretty awesome. In fact, that's the next one I would like to do. Any other comments on any other?
I
classes?
really liked,
Kind of want to fight you on the samurai thing.
Oh,
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, you're comparing it to the barbarian, where you have the resistance to damage.
Yeah.
But the way that the barbarian gets it from rage is he's limited to not being allowed to wear heavy armor. So what armor do you wear as a samurai? Do you wear a chainmail?
No, I wear my traditional Japanese armor.
All right,
So-
and that counts as.
Maybe it counts as splint armor.
Oh,
Maybe,
okay.
maybe.
All right, so
Maybe.
there's a little bit of the reasoning
But-
why it
But it's
possibly
limited
changed from
though.
that.
But it's only limited though. You don't like. I think a rage you can have throughout the entire fight.
It's a
Yeah,
minute.
but then you wouldn't be able to wear your
But-
traditional armor. You would be taking more damage more often because you took
yeah, but
barbarian
as a
and being able to
samurai
range.
with fighting spirit, it's only like one turn. That's it.
That's true.
See?
But
I win.
No,
No.
you don't. The
'Cause you're
temporary hit
still wearing
points-
armor.
They're seeking
So-
balance. They're seeking balance.
Well, the balance is I only have it for one turn.
Yeah.
That's the balance.
Yes, but you're wearing armor that prevents you from taking more damage than you would normally.
Of
You
course.
get missed more often. Your armor's taking more of the damage
And
for you.
Oh come on! And then they replace it with 5 hit points.
They reeled it back too far.
I mean,
it
do
needs some
the
reeling
hit
back.
points last, or does the attack bonus last?
No, the attack bonus only lasts for one turn.
So now Doug's reading it.
So now I'm
Yeah.
looking it up just to see. Cavalier, Samurai.
Well, in the meantime,
In the meantime,
I'm right and you're wrong. Okay,
No.
is there?
Oh, no.
Oh, here we
It
go.
I
says
refuse to acknowledge that.
when you do so, you also gain 5 temporary hit points. Doesn't say that they go away at the end of your turn.
You gain
So-
them permanently.
Wow,
But you
5.
get hit once.
Wow, 5 hit points.
But you're
Wow.
wearing splint.
You were.
That's
When was the last time your
That's
character
great.
died, Steve?
a couple times. Yeah, he was there.
Oh yeah,
It did, yeah.
Well, there was a time you got cursed. That was hilarious.
That was funny.
Was it because of your character's
Funny.
stupidity or
What about
because
the
they dealt
cow?
enough damage to you?
I got hit by a cow.
I got hit by a cow too.
So your
That was
character
sad.
was being stupid.
That's it. No, I got hit by a cow.
Giant straw cows.
Yeah, they do.
Um,
So enough with the samurai.
Okay.
What about
Let's
other
do
classes?
We'll move on from
Yeah,
the
let's move
samurai.
on.
I particularly, as I said, roll warlock, and so mine didn't really get anything unless I reel everything back and change paths and pacts, because there's this new hexblade pact, which is really, really cool, but I'd already been playing my character for over a year, and I didn't want to undo everything and redo everything, but it is really cool, and there's lots of new invocations for the warlock, which a lot of them are again for the hexblade pact, but there's still cool new ones, and so they get a little bit powerful because I only have 2 spells until level 11. But I'm not bitter about that.
You don't sound it.
I do. Next, I really think I'm gonna do a wizard with the new arcane tradition of war magic,
Oh yeah, I saw
which
that.
is
It's
really
pretty
cool. You get to add at 2nd level your intelligence mod to your initiative rolls. So you add dex and intelligence. So you basically go first,
Mhm.
which is cool because the theory is you have all this experience in battles, and so you assess the situation, you get to jump in first.
Gandalf.
Yeah.
It's
And
Gandalf.
there's a cool power surge where if you do something that steals magic, like dispel magic, you then get to keep that magic in like a battery and use that, tack that on the end of one of your spells as force damage later on. That's pretty cool. You guys find anything?
I don't know if I would have had to go back or not for my barbarian character. I think this just added on some nifty stuff to it. Especially at like level 11, there's 3 extra paths other than what I already have. Like level 11, you can call a storm and you can protect your people and you can kind of.
Well, I remember we were playing.
But I don't know if I would have had to.
We were playing a
what
game,
did-
and you leaned over to me and you said, "Man, I wish I could have done this path." Which one was that?
Let's see. Let me check my tabs
Was it the
here.
Storm Herald? Because I'm also at the Barbarian, because I wanted to talk about
At our game, the tanks always sit on one side of the table, the squishies sit on the other.
Right.
So you're saying
Because
this
we
is
don't get along.
technically
Storm
better to
Herald.
s-
It was-
start
yeah.
new characters with rather than changing old characters?
Yeah.
Would you argue that?
About
Except
what?
now
It's better to start a new character with this book than try and change an old
Well, you
character.
can do what it depends on what your DM allows
Yeah.
you to do.
yeah.
I don't,
I mean, like rules wise, like how you were talking about how you had to completely rework your
Yeah.
warlock if you
Yeah.
wanted to do things.
yeah, I even probably would have to change
Yeah,
my
'cause-
background.
Because we're at level 8 right now, right?
Which
So I would have had to
seems
go
like-
back. And I
Yeah.
could have
So I
been.
That's
just
like
kept
really
it.
hard story wise to.
Yeah, it was tempting, but no.
And Doug, you said you'd found some cool stuff about the barbarian that was different.
Yeah, I actually really like the Storm Herald, having the different backgrounds to choose from. to gain certain bonuses or certain resistances. Seems really nice. I haven't played 5th in a while, but at the time I was a war cleric with a level of fighter for great weapon fighting. So I think if I really wanted to, I could just go straight for the Path of the Stormcrow. That kind of seemed
Geez,
close
6th
to what I
level, you
wanted
can
to.
breathe underwater if you choose.
Yeah.
That would have been,
Well,
wouldn't that have been handy?
Yeah,
Did
but
we
you-
ever come?
no.
We don't have
Just
too
be a,
Well, it
gen-
could be.
be a
It's
water
cool.
genasi and just ignore that part.
We don't have too many underwater adventures,
We
but
don't,
you never
but you-
know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We'd almost have
we could go in underwater here soon.
There's a lot of resistance to cold, resistance to fire.
And I don't know if anyone
Bound to
dove
come in
into the
handy.
new cleric, the new domains, but the Forge domain looked really interesting. Another one I would like to try to do, the cleric. I haven't been a cleric for a while. It'd be kind of interesting.
See, you should
to
let
do
go of the
that.
samurai.
One of
One
the
door closes,
sorcerers
another door opens.
that you didn't talk about. I actually liked, besides the Divine Soul, the Shadow Magic one, and the one after that. I forget which one it is. But those seem really nice. The extra fire and radiant damage seems really nice if you can tune it well for your character.
Now, one class I kind of didn't like, just to add some negativity, not much. I love the book, by the way. Was Oath of Redemption. I didn't like the Oath of Redemption, which is part of the Paladin,
Okay.
I guess, trait or subclass. Really, I mean, what's the point? I mean, if you're a Paladin, you're fighting things, you're doing things. It's
Well,
like
everybody
this thing
becomes
doesn't
a
even
paladin
have.
for
Well,
different
then
reasons
be a,
there.
well, then be a monk or something. I mean, I don't know.
What is
It's
the
like-
Oath of Redemption?
Well, basically you're-
They have, in theory, they've messed up in their past, and they're now trying to redeem their past through good works for their god. So
So you're
everybody,
upset because they have to be kind of good?
Then be a monk, or I mean, be something else. It
because
just
everybody
doesn't
becomes
even-
a paladin or comes into the fold of their faith for different reasons, Steve.
Well, they're wrong.
You don't have to play it.
Yeah, you don't have to
You're
play
right.
it if you don't want
So
to.
let's talk about all these tables.
Tables, this table.
I
Tables
think,
are great.
I think
I
there
love
are
tables.
way too many tables in
There
here.
are a lot of
Organized, they
tables.
help new people
I mean,
to
come on.
find
Look
the
at these
things
pages
they're
of
looking
tables.
for.
Alright.
What's the point?
Do you want to
My
compare how many
personal-
tables are in this book versus that book?
So
This doesn't have 5 or 8 pages of just
This is
random
like-
this
names.
is tables of names.
don't doubt it.
This
I
book
think-
costs the same as that book.
Yeah, I think it was kind of unnecessary to have this. To tell you the truth, I think Wizards of the Coast
they're
could
not
have
in
had
table
these
format,
tables.
but this could very easily be in table format.
But-
It's just a bunch of spells.
Yeah, but the spells are fine. But tables for like names.
I need
Come
to
on,
name a
tables for
character.
names.
Yeah,
That's kinda
tables for
ridiculous.
names isn't the best.
I'm gonna roll a
Wizard-
d20 to get the name Eric.
I mean, Wizards could have just simply had it on a website. I think that would have been fine. Encounter
There's even
tables.
other
I think the
websites.
same thing they could have had on the
It's
website.
all in how you DM and what you want to do.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't use the random encounter tables unless
Mhm.
I just needed to fill some time or get
Yeah.
get a new player into the game.
Our DM uses random encounter tables.
I mean, for me though, if you're spending $50 on the book,
That's a lot of
yeah,
tables.
that's a lot
a lot of tables. Yeah.
There's a good, I don't know, paragraph and a half here just about names from the first book. It's just not in a table format.
See,
It
they could
just
do that.
explains how names sound, and that way you can come up with your own.
Right.
Yeah,
It didn't
but
take
this is just a
pages and
list of
pages.
names.
Right.
This
it
is-
is.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying it could potentially be just as much.
No. There are-
Something I do like about the tables for the DM for certain things, especially for dealing with creating encounters, it helps a lot with some of the math for your character levels and if you want to pack in this many certain challenge ratings,
Right.
what you do versus that very easily enough.
And that was helpful. I find the challenge ratings can be slightly confusing.
It
to
is
some
a little
people.
confusing in the DM guide.
Yeah.
But that fixes it a lot. There's also, if you look in here, there's the area of effects on a grid and how to deal with those.
You,
Because if
you think that was useful? I didn't think. Like, what was the point of that?
I mean,
think.
It all depends on how picky your players and you are as a DM.
Oh yeah.
Our DM is just like, not here. You know,
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's like-
exactly.
But most people have. I mean, they're playing it on a grid map or whatever. They're
Some
playing it
people are
on a map.
really picky.
Our Monday night group doesn't use a grid. Of course, there's
What
like 8 people in the group.
What do you do? Like measuring tape and everything? And
No, they don't even use minis.
Oh,
Okay.
It's
wow.
all described by the DM. And Adam's a really
Sometimes they'll
good
draw it
DM.
out
So
on a piece of paper
I'm
so they understand where people are.
so
and
uncivilized.
like combat and stuff.
Yes.
so-
Ugh, what kind of D&D players
Savages.
are those?
Savages. Some things that are fun. There's a whole section on traps.
Yeah,
The traps
are
I
cool.
enjoyed.
That was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Can wizards buy Grimtooth? Because that'd be awesome. I want to see Grimtooth's guide to traps.
Yeah, that's
Done by
fun.
wizards.
That's fun.
What about the downtime? You're a DM.
I
What
look
do you think of that?
a little bit into it. We haven't really run across anything dealing with downtime. I mean, last session they spent a week gathering provisions, and I guess I could have had some of them crafting items if they wanted to, because there's a druid and some other people that
I
they
know the
could have
guys in the
spent
back
time.
do.
Okay. But I mean, there's rules in there for making potions of healing, which could come in handy, which I probably should have taught.
Well,
them
there's
about.
crafting magic items, there's carousing, it says in here, and there's all
Mhm.
kinds of cool stuff. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool in between adventures, you're, you know, the guys come back, you know, and you're about ready to play, you're jumping in a new campaign, it's like, hey, this is what happened while you were, I don't know, chilling out of Waterdeep.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you got a magic item, you get a black eye, but you gain 50 gold pieces, you gained a, you know, new spouse or partner.
Yeah,
You know?
you make contacts or earn favors
Yeah,
from members of the church
I think
and
it
something like
It
that.
builds on the story, you know.
Mhm.
What did you guys think about the little notes from Xanathar?
Oh, they're
Oh,
so
they're
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
Jeez.
They were
Those
pretty
are
good.
awesome. It
They're
took me.
pretty fun.
I actually didn't know who Xanathar was or anything. Looked all this up. Charming picture in the front. Read his little bio, and I was like, "What are these?" I thought they were little instructional notes at first, and the more I read them, I'm like,
No.
and then I guess that's the little eyeball, this
Mhm.
little signature on the
Signature,
bottom. I was like,
yep.
"This is what this dude is thinking. It's
Very
awesome.
cool.
It's cute."
I wonder
It
if
adds flavor,
Yes.
It does,
which
Yes.
the player's handbook doesn't have.
and Wizards have done that with their previous books. I really love that. I really love
It's
that.
it's
I
unnecessary.
think they do that
and
in
they do
Bolo's,
it anyway.
right? They do it in
I like
Bolo's guide. Bolo has some comments, and
I think
so,
and
yeah.
Eleminster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun. They argue a little bit back and forth. And the
More of that, less tables.
And the stains on the pages are really cool. It's like it's an old tome thing.
Mhm.
There's little stains on a lot of the pages.
Good eye. Didn't
Yeah.
notice the stains.
Well, I
Thought they were
only
my
noticed
own.
that because it was the Dragon Talk, and
I
I heard the
assumed
person who
I spilt my
made the
beverage.
stains,
Great.
and I went back and looked.
Appropriate clothing. I love it. This is good.
I think it's just one more layer into the D&D world. It
Yeah.
allows you to immerse that much farther by just reading the book.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's very cool. And there's racial feats.
Yes.
Yeah, the racial
I was
feats.
very
You guys are
tempted by
talking-
those.
See, well, I think humans only get a feat at level 1, but I don't use that rule. in
You
my
don't use
campaign.
you don't use feats?
No,
everybody
I don't
gets a
use
feat.
them at level 1.
Oh,
At
okay.
level 4, you have the option for the feat. That
Okay.
I'm okay with.
What if you do you can do altered human, right?
You can do
Or
altered
variant
human,
variant
yeah.
human, where you get an extra feat, and you
You have 3
instead
feats?
of +1 on all your.
It's
your
plus
stats.
2 to 1 in the feat.
Do you do that?
No,
Oh, I'm not having you as DM.
So you deny
I'm
the
sorry.
humans the only ability they have, and if I'm not playing a human, then I get the cool abilities at level 1?
it's somewhat different.
I'm just curious.
No, it's
We're just
it's-
curious why you're such
let
a
me-
bad DM.
I'm not a bad DM. People like me as a DM. Let me look up what it actually is to see how I back myself into a corner.
And if you feel like that Doug's a good DM, you could tweet us at Geeks of
Or
Cascadia.
email us at geeksofcascadia@gmail.com.
Geeks of Geeks of?
We're also on
Geeks of
Facebook,
Cascadia.
Geeks of Cascadia.
Yeah, and that's spelled like up that.
That's
there.
right
Can
there.
we do that? Can we be the Geeks of the Geeks of Cascadia?
We could, yes.
Yeah.
A whole subsection, a whole subclass of geeks.
So we're kind of going over. Is there
Yeah.
anything else?
Can't wait for the next one.
But yeah, next one.
I don't do this
What is it?
for level 1. just to be honest.
Doug
I don't-
wants to.
All right. Well, you know, we can
Justifying
talk
himself
about
now.
that later. We could talk about DM stuff. Tips. DM tips.
Yeah.
That could be another segment.
Yes.
Stay tuned in May, where we'll be talking about Morgan
Yes.
Cannon's Tome of Foes.
Ooh, I
Which
can't wait for
is
that.
not a monster manual for
Right.
eight.
Yes,
It is
it's not.
And it comes in May 18th, I
In
believe.
game stores.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which you want to do. You
You
want to
wanna go
support
to the
your
game
local
store.
game store.
Yes.
Go to your
Correct.
LGS ahead of time, and they'll make sure you get a copy.
Yeah.
Don't be the guy that's calling around 2 days after asking if anybody has the special cover.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Make sure you get it.
That's right. Don't be
ahead
like
of
me.
time.
All right.
Right.
We'll just sign you up for one and expect your payment.
Oh, wow. Holy cow. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for hamburger today. Anyway, with that, is that it?
Yep,
That's
there
it.
we go.
Bye.
Buy it.
Okay.
that was cool, you guys. That was neat. I got some questions answered, and now I know what I want to be.
That's
after
cool.
Our
That's
current
cool.
character's
Yeah,
done.
we're almost
I
done
have
with-
a plan.
That was good.
We're
I'm doing
almost-
I'm doing the divine soul.
This
That's what
is
I'm
one
gonna do.
step ahead of being what you want to be when you grow up.
Yes, better now.
I want to be a
So this is
divine
good.
soul, but I don't want Doug to DM because he won't let me do the variant human. Yeah,
That
and
is
he's
the
me.
only race with the variant.
So what?
I don't feel like using it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but if you look
Some
at all
of
the
the
other
things-
races, the other sub races, the humans are just the humans. Why can't you just have a variant human?
They just
Why
get
can't you
the-
have a variant elf?
They get a +1 to everything.
There's different elves.
This is all over my head, by the way.
I'm
I don't
just
know
nodding
what they're
like I-
talking about.
Yeah, I don't
I know
even
it's
play
not.
human. It's all like the.
Very few people do now
Weird
that they
one.
have so many other
There's
options.
so
and
many
races and-
choices. Just
Why would you be
pick
a
something?
human when you can be a
Let
tiefling?
it go.
Because I like my people, and apparently you guys don't.
Is that a
No.
racial thing you just said there?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Moving on.
Well,
Or a
What do we got
fire
next there,
genasi.
Paul?
yeah.
What do we got coming up next?
Coming up next, our friend of the pod, Lynne Hardy, and she's now working on Call of Cthulhu stuff
In England.
in
For
England.
Chaosium,
For
That's
Chaosium,
right.
which is the
very-
word that we just learned
It's
today.
very hard to say.
You
I
sure
don't think it is a word.
Chaos.
I think it's a
Is this
name.
No, it's Chaosium.
Chaos?
It's Chaosium.
What else do they put out? Let's test your knowledge, Doug.
Cthulhu.
They do Call of
Besides
Cthulhu.
that.
Yeah. That is all that I know that they do. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I have
You
met
stumped
them
him.
at
Cthulhu?
no, the people that
Yes,
well,
actually.
at Origins.
Hello,
and
Doug.
so, I've met them every now and then at trade shows. That
Okay.
happens,
Okay.
so.
Cool.
All right, cool. Well, let's hear what she has to say.
Yeah. It's always so much fun to talk to Lynne Hardy. I love seeing her at OrcaCon. I wish we could see her more, but she lives in England.
She does, but there might be a chance I'll be seeing her.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Hobbs gets to do neat stuff.
I
You
do.
going to World Cup?
Hmm?
No?
What?
You're not going to Helsinki?
No, it might be a other job thing that I may
Oh.
be going there. Can't talk about.
Yeah.
Your day job.
The other day job.
One other day jobs.
One other day job.
He's got,
Okay, yeah.
he's got a lot of jobs.
I do.
He's a very busy
I
man.
do. I do. Well, that's great. Yeah, that was a great interview, and the fact that Lynne Hardy is approachable and nice.
Oh, she's so cool.
And has an
If you
accent.
get a chance to have her sit on a game she's running, it's so much fun.
Oh, that's right. You did get to do
I
that.
did, yeah. Cogs, Cakes, and Sword Sticks. Very cool. OrcaCon 2.
What was it called?
And hopefully she'll be
Cods?
back OrcaCon 4, huh?
What's it called?
Cogs, Cakes, and Sword Sticks.
Okay,
Yes.
alright.
Cogs.
Okay.
Not cods.
I think so, Cods.
Armor
Cogs.
cods. Just
Yeah, yes. You role play, everyone holds a cod.
Well, I think we had a really good episode today, and I think the next episode, the next tabletop game review will be what? Do you know?
Ex Libris.
Oh, okay.
Or
Okay.
Palace.
Palace of Macmillan
Palace of
is also
Macmillan.
coming
Oh,
up.
can you give us a little, I don't know, intro into it, or?
Ex Libris, you are working to become the new Grand Librarian of the town you live in.
Oh.
So you are collecting books,
You
building
have
your
to know your
bookshelf.
alphabet.
Yeah, you have to know the alphabet,
Have
even
to.
though it's printed on the
Counts you
library
out,
card.
Steve.
Well, I can fake it.
I
There's
lose
no-
every time.
There's
And
no
it's
Dewey-
printed right there.
There's no Dewey Decimal System?
Very barely.
Okay.
Well, I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
It's better than collecting swans for Palace of Macmillan. Collect all these swans, but these ones over here, we're gonna hate them.
Well, alrighty then. I think we've exceeded our time.
Oh, yeah. Thanks
so,
for hanging out with us.
Yeah. So with that, embrace the nerd, and I hope you make that saving throw.
I
no
don't.
human variants.